and welcome to this session on making male and female fitting parts. Let's begin with the session.
Let us look at the objectives of this session. At the end of this session, you will be able to file and finish the job to the overall dimensions, mark and punch all dimensions, drill and ream the hole, file and finish part 1 and part 2 and match them. The tools required for this exercise are steel rule, bench vise, files of various grades, tri-square, marking media, Jenny caliper, anvil, ball peen hammer, dot punch, hacksaw blade with frame, vernier caliper, surface table, angle plate, vernier height gauge, divider, center punch, pillar drilling machine, chuck key, drill bits of various sizes, reamer, tap wrench, radius gauge, lubricating oil. Check the raw material of both parts for their size using steel rule. Rough file using bastard file. Ensure parallelism and perpendicularity of both parts using a tri-square. Apply marking media on face A of both parts. Mark both parts to size of 58 mm by 58 mm by 5 mm as per the drawing using vernier height gauge and angle plate. Witness mark both the parts using dot punch and ball peen hammer. Hacksaw the excess material if the available raw material is 3 mm larger than the required size. Rough file using bastard file and finish both parts using smooth file to the respective sizes. Ensure parallelism and perpendicularity using a tri-square. Check the dimensions using vernier caliper. Let us learn about the procedure for preparation of both the parts for assembly. Let's learn about the job sequence for part 1. Apply marking media on surface A. Mark parallel lines from face B at 13.5 mm, 17.5 mm, 29 mm, 40.5 mm, and 44.5 mm using vernier height gauge. Mark parallel lines from face C at 8 mm, 17.5 mm, 27 mm, 36.5 mm and 46.5 mm using vernier height gauge. Witness mark the arc and hole centers using a center punch and ball peen hammer. Mark curved lines using a divider as per the drawing. Witness mark the profile lines using dot punch and ball peen hammer as per the drawing. Fix a 3 mm diameter drill bit into the drill chuck of the drilling machine with the help of a chuck key. Drill 6 relief holes of 3 mm diameter using drilling machine as per the drawing. Drill a pilot hole of 3 mm diameter for the 13 mm reamed hole as per the drawing. Enlarge the pilot hole in steps using 6 mm, 8.5 mm and 12.7 mm diameter drill bits on the drilling machine. Fix 13 mm diameter hand reamer into the tap wrench. Fix the workpiece on the bench vise. Ensure the positioning of the reamer on the workpiece using a tri-square. Ream the drilled hole using hand reamer and tap wrench. Chain drill holes in the 9.5 mm slots using a drill bit and drilling machine. Hacksaw to remove the excess material as per the witness marks. Chip on the chain drilled holes to remove the excess material using a small flat chisel and sledgehammer. File the profile of the job maintaining necessary accuracy of plus or minus 0.02 mm using a smooth file. Ensure the size with the vernier caliper. Check the 9.5 mm slots using vernier caliper. Check the radius with radius gauge. Check the flatness and squareness with tri-square. Finish all the surfaces and deburr the corners of the job using a smooth file. Let's learn about the job sequence for part 2. Apply marking media on surface A. Mark parallel lines from face B at 13.5 mm, 17.5 mm, 29 mm, 40.5 mm and 44.5 mm using vernier height gauge. Mark parallel lines from face C at 9.5 mm, 17.5 mm, 27 mm, 36.5 mm and 48 mm using vernier height gauge. Similarly, repeat the previous procedure for part 2 and remove the excess material by sawing and chipping. Rough file the profile using a bastard file and finish using a smooth file. Ensure the dimensions of part 2 using a vernier caliper. Match both the profiles of part 1 and part 2 as per the job drawing. Apply a thin coat of oil and preserve it for evaluation.
We have learned to file and finish the job to the overall dimensions, mark and punch all dimensions, drill and ream the hole, file and finish part 1 and part 2 and match it. So that's all about making male and female fitting parts. Hope you have understood all the exercises. See you in the next session.